This boot under the hood split. So this might conclude this week already. Okay guys, round two. So it's Monday afternoon. We had things to do last week, but Morgan's back, I'm back, Mitch is back. We lost a pile of power last week at the end of the day by going from like 23 to 25 degrees timing. And we thought, well, we overshot that. So going off the idea that this 12.5 mil pump is probably gonna have a quicker injection rate than a 12, we decided just to go all the way back down to 18 degrees and start over. So this last pass, it made about 60 pounds of boost. So like 1 or 2 more than it's been making. It actually got pretty toasty though. It made like 1,540 degrees. So that's a bit warmer than it's been. So executive decision made. We're gonna throw some out of the box stage 3s in it. And we're gonna double check where the fuel plate is at just to be sure that we think we know where that's at. We're gonna double check where it's at. And depending on how this runs, we may end up going and giving it 20 degrees, 22 degrees. And maybe this thing just loved 23, I don't know. It definitely sounded bad at 25 degrees. And I did notice that the curve now has about 40 to 50 more horsepower downstairs. So the curve under max power is a lot stronger, which will make it a lot more. Look at our torque, look at our horsepower. That's with 18 degrees. That was 25 degrees. So, like I say, we experimented with that spray angle. It's not something that we've ever sold. And that might be giving us funky data. Executive decision made. Stage 3s right out of the box, and we'll take it a hit, see what happens. We're gonna go from 18 to 20 for the sake of data and for the sake of you guys learning something. We're gonna give you that. And then once we're done with that, we'll bump it up again and probably do this again tomorrow afternoon. So there's a lot of moving balls in this. All right, I'm out for right now. See you in a bit. I don't even know what round it is. We just put stage 3s in it. We still have the same amount of horsepower, like 540. Right at the very end of the run, right at 3,200 engine RPM, it lost all boost. All of the things that we've been chasing the end of the day last week, plus this today so far, those things might be found. If we find some massive boost leak, then that's gonna be our problem. Anyways, we're gonna get looking. Last few dyno runs have been very unpredictable, and this is a boot coming off the 257 and going into the charge air pipe. This boot under the hood split. So I'm suspect that the last 3 or 4 dyno hits were probably down on boost and what have you and power, because this boot's been starting to tear. It didn't go pop bang like they usually do. It was more of a very rapid whoosh. I'm gonna get the comp cover over to Chris Roscup and let him find us an aluminum 2 to 3 inch like flange, I guess you're gonna call it. And then we'll just go 3 inch to 3 inch straight boot instead of this transition hose. We'll tear it apart. It's a little bit after 3 o'clock now. Like I say, we'll give the parts to Chris tonight. So this might conclude this week already. Anyways, later. Lenny Reed, Dynamite Diesel. in conclusion on Project Bad Decisions, we have learned a truckload. Hence the reason we're sitting in the pickup bed. No, it just came to me right now. If you're going to run an S2 on the manifold, you're going to run out of air before you need more than just a standard 215 pump. After 18, 20, 22, 25 degrees timing, after one, smaller than our Ecos, ones, twos, threes, fours, we didn't even bother wasting our time on fives because these turbos are so bloody small. A 3, the air fuel ratio goes fat and it starts to smoke and the horsepower starts to plummet. A stage 4 goes fatter, it gets richer and it starts to plummet even faster. So we're finding that 2s make the most peak power.
Yeah.
So now we're gonna sell this truck to Gene, and I meet Gene here this coming week. He's gonna get this thing back. This experiment has been extremely good because we've sold, I wanna say we've sold at least 20 of those 12.5 mil pumps with 0 complaints about performance or output. Man, this has been at least 3
or 4 days. We've got 9 sets of injectors that I've probably done twice. My hands are sore. The back of my hand got burned up from exhaust manifolds. So, hey, it hurts.
He's a mechanic. He gets used to it. I have the hands of an office business person.
They're soft now.
Very soft. Very, very soft.
Play that violin for you.
For those of you guys out there that are going to watch this video and be like, man, my cousin's brother's uncle's dad said that if it ain't got 25 degrees, it's never going to run. And I'm telling you right now that this truck, no matter what pump we put in it, 25 degrees, it doesn't make as much power as it does at 22.
No, at 25, it fell off by 70 horsepower.
And it sounded like poop. Gosh, I mean, I'm really excited about what we've learned. Sometimes, you know, you think you know everything, or you think that you kind of know enough to get by in life, and then you try and do something a little bit differently.
This pickup just took all of my expectations and just flipped them upside down.
Yeah. This truck, 47RH for the win.
Yeah. The PCM doesn't care. It's too dumb.
Yeah.
It's too old.
Too old. That's all I got.
Yeah. No, that's everything.
Thanks, guys. Dynamite Diesel, Lenny Reed.
Mitch, out.